I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've tried a few spot welders over the years and most of them either felt flimsy or just didn't have the power to actually get the job done right. But then I ran into a project where I needed to rebuild a 10's lithium pack for an e-bike, and my old welder just couldn't handle the thicker nickel strips without burning through. That's when I decided to give the AWithZ 69.2 kW capacitor battery spot welder a real shot. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First 5 minutes with this thing and I was already sold. The quick start guide is legit, no fumbling with settings or waiting for capacitors to charge. You plug it in, hit the power button, and it's ready to go. That alone saved me a good 20 minutes of setup time compared to my last welder. I also love that it gives you 2 modes, automatic and foot pedal. When I'm doing repetitive welds on 18,650 cells, the automatic mode keeps the timing consistent and my hands free. But when I'm working on a custom pack with odd angles, switching to the foot pedal lets me control the pulse with my foot while I position the strips exactly where I need them. The power output surprised me too. At 69.2 kW, it handles 0.15mm nickel strips like they're butter and even chews through 0.2mm without any issue. I tested it on both 18,650 cells and LiFePO4 prismatic blocks, and the welds held strong under load, no cracking or peeling even after flexing the tabs. That's the kind of reliability you need when you're building packs that might see real-world stress. Another thing that stood out was the build quality. The unit itself feels solid, not like some cheap Amazon special that's going to rattle apart after a few uses. The included welding pen is comfortable to hold, and the tip stays cool enough that you can swap out electrodes without burning your fingers. The packaging was also surprisingly professional. Everything came in a padded case with spare tips, a grounding clamp, and even a little screwdriver for adjustments. It's clear they put some thought into the unboxing experience. I also appreciate how versatile it is. Whether you're repairing laptop batteries, assembling power tool packs, or even working on DIY energy storage, this welder adapts. I've used it to tack 0.1mm strips for small 18,650 builds and then switched to 0.2mm for a 48V bike pack, no complaints either way. The wide application range means I won't need to buy another welder for a long time. One thing to keep in mind is the learning curve. If you've never used a spot welder before, the first few welds might look a little uneven. It took me about 10 tries to dial in the right pressure and timing for my specific nickel strips. But once you get the hang of it, the results are clean and repeatable. Also, the unit is a bit heavy, around 12 pounds, so if you're planning to take it to a workshop or job site, you'll want to consider that. It's not something you'll toss in a bag and carry around all day. Overall, I'm really happy with this welder. It's reliable, powerful, and versatile enough to handle most battery building tasks without breaking the bank. If you're serious about DIY battery packs or repairs, this is a solid investment that won't leave you frustrated halfway through a project. You can find the AWithZ 69.2 kW capacitor battery spot welder linked below if you want to check it out yourself. For most buyers, the real question is not whether spot welder, AWithZ 69.2 kW capacitor battery spot welder, 2-in-1 automatic and foot pedal 2-mode spot welding pen battery farad welding equipment for 18650/LiFePO4 lithium battery pack building sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like 5-minute quick start spot welder and 2-in-1 mode actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Spot Welder, AWithZ 69.2 kW capacitor battery spot welder, 2-in-1 automatic and foot pedal 2-mode spot welding pen battery farad welding equipment for 18650/LiFePO4 lithium battery pack building usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.